done, lad. Huh? Not bad, not bad.
You're kidding. You're kidding me. I've never ever felt like this in my life.
Did he get a penalty for what he did?
So, Gabby, we are all on the same train line.
The engine feels good, much slower than before. Amazing.
Lando, what do you think about it, Inter? What do you think about it in Inter?
No!
Yeah, I'm good. I am good. I am better than everyone. Let's relax.
Oh my god! Oh my
No! I destroyed the camera!
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wallaby Racing League Tier 1 here at Japan. We've got 17 drivers tonight. Unfortunately, we could not get a full grid, but we will carry on with what we have. Yuki, you're meant to be racing, lad. What are you doing? Anyways, let me bring everything up. All the stuff we need. There we go. I think we should all. Oh, wrong button. Should be good. Let's see who's the first one out on the track. It is Williams of Wingy Woo. He'll be the first one out on track here at the Japanese Grand Prix. We've got, I think that's Kano. Kano's next, followed by Jono. So, looking at this, we only have that's one McLaren, one Mercedes, one McLaren, one Mercedes. Who's the other car that's missing? Who's the longest serving driver? What do you mean longest serving driver? What do you mean by that? Damn, I'm trying to find out who's the other Aston Martin. There we go. So 3 teams with only 1 car. So let's focus on Wingy Woo here. He's about to start his lap. Yeah, there we go, Yuki. Finally got there. So let's watch Wingy Woo set the lap. He comes through turn 1, very nice indeed. Now coming through the S's, flicks the car in. Very nearly flat throughout this entire section, drops it down to 4th, and then overtake all the way up. Obviously on this game, hot lap is pretty useless, so we only use medium and overtake. Well done EA Sports for having a ERS mode that does not work, it's not even usable. Anyways, we see we come to one of the iconic corners on this track. Spoon takes the first one nicely. Comes through the second one, lovely jubbly. And as he comes to another iconic part of the track, 130R. Let's see what he does here. Downshifts to 7th. Almost on no battery here. Brakes for the chicane, 3rd gear. Uses as much of the curb as possible. And comes across the line. So 127.4. Kano with a 127.7, and that's the Mercedes of Jono behind, goes to a 27.6. Abyss with a 27.1. There we go. Viper 27.0. So the Rebel 1-2. As of now, I think this is going to be a very strong team here with Viper and Abyss. These two, I reckon, if they do not seal constructors, I think there's a big question here. So yeah, Ferrari Pro in the Alpine goes P1 into the 26s. at the moment. So yesterday's pole time was obviously 27.0, which has already been beaten, of course. Tier 1 guys. So let us see. Let's watch. Yeah, let's watch last season's champion and the man who's won constructors for almost I do not know how many times continuously, 3 or 4. I do not know. Let's watch him on his lap. He's obviously moved to no line this time out. So let's see, will he have the pace to, challenge for the title again? We will find out. Yo! Sharon, what's up? What's up? My fellow Singaporean, hello there. I think you are Singaporean, if I'm not wrong. Or you're from Singapore. If I'm not mistaken, I apologize if I'm completely wrong. But hello, welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, as we see, Lefty across the final chicane, brakes nicely, gets over the curb nicely as well, as he's going to come across the line. Where is he going to go? P1, he's got the pace. He's got his pace with a 26.8. Hopefully a couple of guys, Oxchillo. Ooh, Oxchillo goes deep there. I think he's not going to settle a lap. Sammy's invalidated, with Mateep's invalidated. Chandler's is also invalidated, so yeah, I mean the top 5 covered by like 4/10, which is pretty close. I never doubt Lefty. I mean, yeah, this man's got the pace always. But yeah, I think the main team to beat is going to be Red Bull this time out. You're very right, my friend. Yes, there we go. Singaporean representing the chat here. As I think with Matisse on our lap, so let's watch him. I think he's the only one out on track. Oh, WRL is on, so we will watch him. My PB isn't even a top 5. What's your PB, mate? Oh, WRL goes wide. As there he goes, 4/10 down. I think he's going back into the pits. Chandler's is on a lap as well, so he's another person that is obviously up there. So I think the real battle is going to be between Alpine and Red Bull. So let's see what Chandler's does. As he's going to pass the sector 2 line here. Don't think there's a delta for him. So it says a 10.6. I do not know that, but he's got a lot of battery compared to when we watched Wingy Woo. But yeah, oh, big slide through the chicane. He's got plenty of battery to dump now. What is he going to do? He's going to come across the line to do a 28.0. Okay, interesting. Kamikaze, hello mate. Good to see you. Mr. Race winner yesterday. Any tips for these guys? With does a 28.6. So let's see, Ferrari Pro. There's a Ferrari out on track, and I think that is Zodzi. What's good? What's good, Kamikaze? Let's see what Zodzi does on his lap. Stay on board with him. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him in the first sector, so hopefully they all do get out of the way for this man. Ooh, rides over the curb nicely. Doesn't lose the back end at all, so very nicely done from Zodzi here. Going through the corners well. How much up is he on his time? Oh, rough. Oh, pretty close though. Sort of misses the apex at the Degnas for the first one, so don't know if he lost time there. Well, let's see. And a couple of others all on a lap as well. So Ferrari Pro, I think, just started his lap, so he's going to be another one to look out for. As a lot of people, Zodzi is still up on that time. That's the kick sour lets him through. Is it full qualifying or short? It's short, mate. It's not full qualifying. We don't run full qualifying here. So he's now 2.5 tenths up there, which is very, very good to see. As it has ahead, is he going to get out of the way? Just about. Wow, that was very close. And Zodzi invalidates on the final corner. Not the one, G. Not the one. As let's watch. I think Ferrari Pro. There we go. Yeah, Ferrari Pro. I think would possibly be the next one. Oh, he's backed out. He's backed out. So Viper's starting his lap right now. Big Mannery's 3 tenths, almost 4 tenths up. So he's definitely going to improve massively here. Potato's just come through the first sector. And the Alpine at the final corner. I think Kana. Oh, that's lefty's about to start his lap. So let's say I'm board with Big Mannery here. Big Man Rye, sorry. Obviously, part of Uncle Carl's team. He's out of battery completely. He's completely got 0%. So let's see what he does across the line. He obviously lost a lot of deploy there. But let's see what he does. Burns battery up to the line. Improved to a 27.1. So not too bad there. I think that's Kano next. 410's improvement. There's a 27.2. So Kano's found a lot of pace there with his improvement. There's a McLaren next. I think that's Sammy who's gonna come across the line to go P15. And I think that was MJ Roller. No, it wasn't. I think it was Wingy Woo who improved slightly on his time. There's a Haas coming across the line. I think that's Potato. He goes to P1 with a 26.866. What a lap from him. I think that's Oxfillo improves to P5 as well. Viper comes across the line. He's going to take pole. Provisional pole with a 26.781. So these are quick times coming in right now. I think Abyss improves by 2 tenths into the 26s as well. Let's see where Lefty. Lefty's up a tenth and a half. He's almost 2 tenths up. So he's definitely going to improve. And let's see what he does. He's got a lot more battery now. Oh, he's pulled back into the pits. So interesting there. He was up on his lap, so he's pulled back in. I think that's Whiff. He's about to start his lap. Who else? JDI comes in. MJ Roller's starting his lap. I think Wingy Woo is on his out lap. Jono's on a lap as well. So these guys are all coming in for until their last run. So let's watch on Sammy. I think Sammy's not on a lap as well. Whiff is off the track. What are you doing, bro? Let's watch MJ Roller here. As MJ Roller is 2 tenths up here. He's going to get a nice slipstream from that Red Bull ahead, but I think they're all coming back into the pits, so yeah, good. As MJ Roller comes across the line, oh, he's used all his deploy there, comes across the line to do a 27.6, so the Williams are 11th and 12th at the moment, Zodzi. He's the one on a lap at the moment. I don't know who's the other one on behind. Ah, it's MJ. Yeah, there we go. So let's see what this man does. He was up slightly before this, and let's see if he's matched it. He's 3 tenths up now. Jeez, so a lot of improvement there. Holy bottle. Really? You were 2 tenths up before 130. I was very surprised to see you go back into the pits though. But yeah. Probably the chicane, eh? But anyways, he comes across Spoon, Does very nicely. Let's see how much he's up as he approaches the Sector 2 line. It's going to be time for Zodzi though. I don't know if he's going to have time to do one more. He's used all of his batteries down to... Oh my god, he's 7 tenths up. That's going to put him in the top 10 for sure around Kano. So let's see how he does through the chicane. Very nicely done. He's going to come across the line. Where does he end up? P8. So yeah, around Kano. P8, a very, very nice job from Zodzi himself. So obviously the Red Bulls are cooking at 1 and 4 at the moment, but I mean look at that top 5, top 6 actually. It's so close between them. Holy, all separated by like 3 tenths, and it's definitely an improvement that you can find, of course. So I think Zodzi's done for his session. Kano is the first one out on track, so we will stay on board with him as he's probably going to be the first one to set a lap time. And then it's followed by Wingy Woo, so I will take note of that. It is Kano and then Wingy Woo. There's a kick sour. I'm assuming that is Oxcello, so yep. As more people are coming out of the pit, so hopefully I can keep track of who it is. Well, let's see. Anyone predictions in the chat? Anyone who's going to get pole? If you say lefty, you might be right. Anyways, as you see, Zodzi, yeah, I don't think he has enough fuel. Yeah, there you go. Yep, he's got not enough fuel. War Machine. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. 26.5 by Potato. Interesting. So you think Potato's going to improve by roughly 3 to 3.5 tenths? Sammy for pole. Okay. You never know, mate. You never know. But let's see. Kano is now starting his lap. Somehow he's 5 tenths up. Interesting. But anyways, he's coming across the first corner. Decent through there. Oh my, oof, that was so close from Kano. Might have cost him a lot of time there, to be fair, but let's see if he can improve. Oof. God, so close to that outside curve. Wow. That's crazy. Kano is marginally up. Oh, he dips the tire in the gravel line and validates. Oh my god, he nearly died. But I think he's still alive. Let's move on to Wingy Woo, who's about half a tenth up. Coming through. Obviously, yellow flags do not matter for this. You don't have to slow down. Kano has recovered. He's got a pretty clear track behind him, which is pretty decent. So obviously behind Wingy, it seems to be a Red Bull. So obviously when Wingy crosses the line, we will focus on that Red Bull. As you can see, that there's a car park at the chicane. 3 cars are pretty close with each other, so it's going to be interesting to see the dirty air affect them. Well, let's see how it goes as Wingy Woo comes across Spoon. Pretty decent through there, but let's see the improvement as he crosses the Sector 2 split. He's 3 tenths up, so that is going to put him into the 26s, hopefully. Well, let's see, he comes across the chicane. Does he have more time to gain here? Let's see. He's going to come across the line to set a 26.9. Improves to P4. Very, very good job from him. And I think that is Abyss that we're focusing on. He is up a 10.5. So let's see what this man does. Comes across the chicane. Does very nicely. Let's see if Abyss can improve. What can he do? He goes up to P3 with a 26.8. I think that was JDI who came across the line to finish that. I think Big Man Right is next. He's up like about a 10th. And he qualifies P6. And there's another Haas. I think that's Potato. He does a 26.7. Goes to provisional pole. Viper goes to provisional pole with a 26.5. And there is an Alpine off the track at the moment. Thomas Reed goes to a 26.7, so I think that should be it. I think Chandler's moves up to 13th. MJ Roller, what can he do? It's gonna come across the line to P14, and I think that is it. Kano is somehow on his outlap, so interesting enough. But there you go. So Jebot predicted the pole time, but by the wrong driver. Interestingly enough, he said 26.5, which was right, but it did go to Viper. So Red Bull on pole, Lefty finishes P2, Potato P3, Abyss P4, Wingy Woo with an impressive P5 there, Big Man Ride P6, Ferrari Pro setting his time on no tyres apparently, Oxchillo P8, Doddy P9, Kano P10, CK P11, Jono P12, Alpine off Chandler's P13, MJ Roller 14th, Sammy 15th, JDI 16th, and with Matif 17th. Tier 2 driver, of course, reserving for his team. But interesting enough, Viper a tenth quicker than the field. So interesting to see what happens in the race. Guess we will find out and see what is going on. Looks a bit overcast for sure. Let me completely forgot about this to pull up the telemetry stuff. Is there rain in the race? Let us find out. Please load. If you do not load, I am